Turning Red is the most ugly and immoral film to come out since Cuties. It's even worse because it tries to market to young children, the target audience. The film is called Turning Red because when girls begin menstruating, they bleed. That's why the main character, May, can transform into a red panda. It's an allegory for puberty. And it's not an innocent and thoughtful tale revolving around womanhood and identity. At one point, May sells her panda pics, basically CP, and some of the images are disgusting and not appropriate for children. In some ways, it's comparable to Cuties. Both movies argue underage kids should make their own choices and ignore their overbearing traditionalist parents. Both directors find nothing inherently wrong with preteens acting promiscuous, so long as it's their decision.
Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad. Hold on. You're not going out like that, are you? My panda, my choice, Mom.
May from Turning Red and Amy from Cuties disobey their mother's reasonable boundaries for their desires, challenging the mother-daughter roles. The mothers are portrayed as overbearing parental figures. The children are open-minded free spirits. This is another example of social inversion I talk about that happens in cinema. Now, sometimes teenage rebellion is healthy and good. It can open up the opportunity to have open dialogue about values, and it can be constructive instead of destructive. Twin Peaks, for an example, handled it really well.
Rebellion in a young man your age is a necessary fact of life. Candidly, it's a sign of strength. In other words, Robert, I respect your rebellious nature. However, being your father, I am obligated to contain that fire of contrariness within the bounds established by society, as well as those within our own family structure.
So Turning Red fails because it goes against the natural order of things. There are no boundaries or basis of morality. That's why the makers of the film want to normalize hypersexual behavior for young kids. That's why they advocate for a sex-positive culture, subscribing to the you do you attitude, also known as optimistic nihilism. People used to say, when you're an adult, you can do whatever you want. You own your own body, you should be able to do whatever you want with it. You can be gay, drink, smoke, get tattoos, it's your business. But in hindsight, it was a huge mistake. We've now reached a point where you're called a bigot if you don't support 8-year-olds taking hormone blockers and removing their private parts.
Do you think that children under the age of 18 should be allowed to start transitioning their gender through surgical procedures and treatments, hormone blockers, etc.? What do you think?
Yes.
Gender reassignment surgeries?
Yes, most definitely.
I mean, it's whatever the person want to do, man. It's their body, man. I don't care.
I'm gonna speak candidly right now. This system doesn't work. Disney and the media and the entertainment business have gone off the rails. They're perverting everything in society. They are openly and without guilt targeting children. What's more, they're profiting off of it. At some point, these people need to be held accountable. Something needs to happen to them.